So you're thinking about moving to Naperville, Illinois, but you want to know a little bit more, right? You want to know the pros and the cons, the good and the bad, the ups and the downs about actually living there in Naperville before you decide to make that move. Well, we're going to cover that in this video because we get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you every single day, looking to make that move to Naperville, but they're often searching in the area, like the west suburbs of Chicago, like Naperville, Schaumburg, Elgin, Oak Brook, and they, we often have these types of conversations with them. So we were like, hey, let's just let them know up front what to expect, what's the good, what's the bad. So when you do decide to give us a call, we can talk a little bit more about the real estate side of it and make sure we can find the best fit for you and your family. But hey, we're gonna get into that right now. Let's go. If this is your first time on this channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Chicago and in neighboring suburbs like Naperville, Illinois, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market in Chicago. Hey, what's up? My name is Marlon. With my team here, we get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you every single day looking to make that move to Chicago, and we absolutely love it. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email so we can help you make a smooth move to Chicago. All right? So we're here talking about Naperville, Illinois. And to be quite honest with you, it's one of the top suburbs in the state of Illinois to actually live in. And there are a lot of reasons for that, and we're gonna get into it in this video. All right? So just to kind of start off and paint a picture, Naperville is gonna be located directly west of Chicago, a little bit south as well. And it's gonna be very easy to get back and forth from downtown Chicago and in Naperville. You can just hop on the 88 and it's gonna merge right into the 290 expressway. And that's gonna be very easy for you to get back and forth from downtown Chicago. So if that's something that you're looking for, having that easy, to get to downtown, then you're gonna definitely find that here in Naperville. Now, you don't wanna take the toll roads because 88 is a toll road. You could definitely hop on the 55 expressway and that's gonna take you right into Chicago with no tolls that you're gonna have to pay. So that's we like to mention that as well. Okay, but Naperville was also founded in 1813. So it has been around for a while. Think about it, it's been around for around 200 years and that's incredible. But it doesn't feel like that when you get there. You'll know what I mean when you visit. It has this old and this new feel, and the reason for that is because they don't let their buildings go run down. They're constantly upgrading Naperville. They're constantly adding new development, new construction. That's something that they're trying to continue on and make sure that the city feels vibrant. Make sure that people feel like, this is a community and this is a place that I want to continue to live and continue to stay. So that's just something that makes Naperville a prime location and somewhere that's very highly sought after. Now that's gonna also roll us into our pro number one, which is gonna be the safety of Naperville. It's gonna be consistently ranking as one of the top neighborhoods that you can choose to move to for safety. They have very, very low crime in this area. So, if that's something that you're looking for, I'm not sure what you heard about Chicago on the news, but if that's something that you're looking for, is safety when you choose to move here, then Naperville is going to be one of your top locations that you can choose to move your family to. Okay, and to think about it, people are oftentimes searching for that sense of security. They want to know when they're in their community, when they choose to step outside their home, then that they are safe, that they know that, that they can get to know their next door neighbor, the guy across the street, the guy 3 doors down. They want to know that, there's a sense of security within their neighborhood and a sense of community. So that's something that is highly sought after with, a lot of our clients that are choosing to move to Naperville. Now, what's the flip side of that? What's the other side of the coin? The other side is that, what comes with the popularity of Naperville, what comes with the great location, having, security and safety within that neighborhood is going to bring a lot of popularity to it. So that means that a lot of people are going to be here, which is going to bring us in our first con, which is going to be the traffic congestion. When you are in Naperville, you're going to experience some heavy foot and vehicle traffic. Okay, so if you're commuting back and forth, between Naperville and Chicago or wherever it is that you have to work, you're going to experience some traffic, especially during peak hours of the day. So around the time that people are going to work, around 7, 8 o'clock, right? Plan ahead. If you're coming home, around 4 or 5 o'clock as well, you may be sitting in some traffic as well. So if those are your commuting times, just make sure that you know that there's going to be some traffic as well coming in and out of Naperville. Now, as well as there's going to be foot traffic as well in the downtown area, and actually in all of Naperville, but mostly in the downtown area. Most people are going to be outside, they're going to be shopping, they're going to be eating, they're going to be meeting their friends, they're going to be enjoying their days in the downtown Naperville area, because it has a very vibrant scene to it, and that's what draws a lot of people in. So that is the first con, is the vehicle and foot traffic in the area. But what kind of makes it okay is that it actually comes with the friendliness of the people. You're gonna notice that when you're there, people are friendly. They're not trying to, be rude. They're not trying to make you uncomfortable. People are friendly, and this is a family-friendly suburb. I highly, highly recommend that people know that. Like, this is a family-friendly suburb. You could feel good about getting to know your neighbor, getting to know your neighbor across the street, getting to know your neighbor 3 doors down, right? This is a very friendly neighborhood, and there are a lot of reasons for that. And they pride themselves on creating and cultivating that community feeling. So that's something that's very, very great about Naperville, which is going to kind of roll us into our pro number 2, which is going to be the top rated school systems. Okay. Now, if you're someone who wants your kids to be enrolled in the A+ rated schools, you're going to find that here in Naperville, Illinois, they're going to consistently rank as one of the top suburbs and top rated schools in all of the Midwest area. Okay. So that's not just me saying it. There's been studies on this. So if that's something that you value, if that's high on your list, you want your kids to be enrolled in a top-notch school, an A+ rated school, then you're going to find that here in Naperville. Now, if you want to, know a little bit more about the schools, I highly suggest checking out niche.com, and they'll go ahead and break down exactly why these schools are top ranked. But that is a plus about Naperville. Now, what's the flip side of that? Okay, what's the other side of the coin? Let's think about it, right? We got a top location, we got, top security, we got top rated schools, we got a family-friendly environment that's drawing in a lot of families and singles alike. That's what's gonna drive the cost of living up, which is gonna be our con number 2, is a high cost of living, okay? This is what's gonna, the popularity of Naperville is what's going to, drive the housing prices up and, create a tight supply. So, if you see something that you like in Naperville, you want to make sure that you shoot us a call, you send us a text, you shoot us an email, so we can help you secure that property, because there's no guarantee that these homes are going to stay on the market for 30, 60, 90 days. The housing market in Naperville is booming. There are a lot of homes for sale, but they do go quickly just because of the popularity of Naperville. So just keep that in mind. You also want to make sure that it's a great fit for you and your family with the cost of living, because the housing prices are high, but the rates are starting to come down now. So just, plan ahead, right? Let's be proactive, okay? Now, that's going to roll us right into our pro number 3, right? Is the activities and things to do. Naperville is going to have so many things to do. You're not going to even have time to try everything, honestly. I like to frequent there. I was just at a paint and sip the other day. So there are things to do, whether you're out with your family, you can go to, a family-friendly event. They have forest preserves that you can choose to walk around and enjoy the nature and greenery, especially in the summertime. They have Centennial Beach, which is a place that you can go and, cool off, because sometimes in Chicago, right, just how it gets cold, it does get hot as well, and it is humid sometimes. So if you're looking for a place to cool off, I highly suggest Centennial Beach right there in Naperville. It's definitely going to be a great option. There are going to be other things to do as well. So, if you're going out for, a night with you and your significant other and you're planning a date night, they have great restaurants, great steak restaurants, sushi restaurants. They even built a new Gordon Ramsay restaurant right there in the heart of downtown Naperville. So if that's something that you want to try out, I highly suggest it. They have great food, and they also have shopping. So if you're looking to get out and you need to go to Lululemon for some reason, they have that as well. And then on top of that, they have, great entertainment. There's going to be events happening all throughout the year, whether it's the winter time, whether it's the summertime. Especially in the summertime, people are going to be outside enjoying the events. So creating that family-friendly environment. So those are just things to keep in mind. You're going to experience that when you're here. Now, the food scene as well is another great positive that I like to bring up is because they're going to have a lot of different food varieties. They're going to have a lot of different multicultural foods in the area. So you're not going to have to travel far to, get a bite of Italian, to get a steak, to get a nice, sushi roll. You're not going to have to travel far. It's going to be all right there in Naperville. But if you do want to travel far, if you want to choose to, hop on 88 and go to the city and get some even greater food, then by all means, we already talked about the ease of access back and forth to the city. So that's a great big plus. But we're gonna go ahead and roll right into the last one. The last one is gonna be the one that nobody really talks about. And that's why I'm gonna share with you, because you chose to stick around to the end of this video. And I'm gonna share with you the last con that nobody is really talking about, okay? And that's gonna be the zoning restrictions. They're gonna be particular about what you can do to your home that you choose to purchase in Naperville, Illinois. There are certain zoning restrictions. Now, I just want to, I like to say this up front so people know, if you buy a house and you're trying to make some major modifications, just make sure that it's clear with the city. Make sure you have your permits in place. Make sure that you cross your T's and you dot your I's so there are no questions or anything that can come up and surprise you, okay? But if that's something that you don't want to worry about, what I would suggest doing is just go ahead and getting a new construction home. And what that's going to do is you're going to be able to build it out the way that you like it, according to the model, according to the zoning restrictions. That way, when it's all said and done, right, you're going to be happy with it, and there's going to be nothing else that you really have to do but go ahead and make it your own, okay? But that's going to wrap us up for our video. I want to thank you for sticking around to the end. If you found some value in this video, if you liked the video, like it, subscribe, right? So you can be the first to know about the current market in Chicago. But again, if you see something that you like, if you're browsing in the neighborhood area and you're thinking about making that move, right, shoot us a call, send us a text, so we can help you make a smooth move to Chicago, right? And until I see you in my city, until you say hello, peace.